Why you get that shit stuck in my head, son?
Okay. Okay, cool. Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yo, what's up?
What the fuck? Wait, which one is mine? Oh, yeah, this one's mine now.
And
Yeah.
this one's mine.
Yeah, Shane.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode. This is episode, I think
16.
16, yeah, of the
Why?
Two Wings Podcast. Woo!
What's up? It's your right wing, Star BZ.
Oh, shit, my bad. I got distracted by this. It's your left wing. 1-800 call Jazz. Yeah, sorry. We're trying something out with our monitor, so we saw us for a second.
Because we tried new things.
Yeah.
I don't know why, yeah.
Yeah, we're
But
innovative
hey, what's
here.
up? How you guys doing? You know, hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this. Hope it's not too late. Take
Yeah.
your ass to bed. But you know, whatever other time you're watching this, then what's up? Happy to have you. And yeah, we got some big ass drops. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. The same thing that happened with Loki's Zoan form reveal got spoiled on that. But I did it to myself. Shout out Grand Line Review. I watched
Yeah,
that video
shout out
on
Grand
there.
Line Review, bro. I like your
Shout
content. I
out.
like your videos.
Been subscribed to homie for dumb long.
Just
so-
saw that thumbnail, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, bro.
His videos are so well put together too. So I
Hey,
was like,
I
he really
I
be
love the
in
content, bro.
the-
Just in this
okay.
situation of all situations, bro. Maybe like, yeah, like this is the one time I wish you didn't have that thumbnail there. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Because I looked at Mr. Morge's shit for like the 1179 review. He was just like a vague picture of Emu. And I'm like, nigga, just do that next time. You know, like,
I feel you.
like, but I get it. I mean, like, no, but like at the same time, like, no, it's like no shade on it. Cause like, if the chapter's out, bro, everybody knows that shit unofficially releases on Thursday. So that shit's gonna be out on Thursday, probably Wednesday. So like, if you're scrolling on YouTube, hey, look at me, bro. If you're scrolling on YouTube, dog, and you're not caught up, you're a few chapters back.
I don't know.
And hey, yeah, it's like walking through a minefield. You know what I mean? Like,
Because niggas is reading it in Japanese.
or a landmine.
So it's
I'm
like,
tripping.
bro, there's someone who's going to
Minefield.
review it or say something about it before you get to it. I'm telling you. So, what's it
Yeah, the
called?
thumbnails, bro. Your worst enemy.
When does official come out?
Sunday.
Sunday. If you read official,
Hey, bro.
just stay offline.
Stay off social media. If you're an
Just stay
official,
offline
if you're an official nigga,
Sunday.
for all my official niggas out there, bro. You know, like, let me just say, hey, the days from Thursday to Sunday, stay out. Hey, go 0 dark 30 like LeBron in the playoffs, bro. Like, I'm telling you, dog, go.
Put your hat down.
No Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube,
Walk
bro.
around like this.
Or if not, like, get them. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I'll wrap up. But yeah, basically, yeah, just steer clear of social media, all the socials, all the content media. If you're not caught up, type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess chat.
I'm gonna say, yeah. What's up, chat? What's going on?
Yeah.
Shit. All the loyal flock.
Is there
members.
anyone in the chat? Really?
Shout out all
I can't see them.
you know. But
Oh,
the anime is
welcome,
back.
type shit. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm gonna let him do that. But the anime is back for all my anime onlys. Episode 1156 drops. What's today? Monday. Yesterday. Pretty tame episode. You know, just really like settling, you know, into Elbaf. Niggas just left Egghead. What's it called? They were having a banquet on the ship with the Giants. They're drinking, partying. Everyone knocked out. they cut to Blackbeard. I think that was interesting. They cut to a little part with.
Yeah, 'cause we were talking about you were talking to me about this scene before we got here.
Oh
But-
yeah. But there was this part with Blackbeard in a new recent episode where it focused on him and his Commodores for like a little hot second, like kind of going through all of them again. And what's it called? They said that Kobe got away, but Garp was captured, but they tried to kill him, and that it took all of them to do it. So that was one. So I ain't gonna lie, our thing last week of Garp dying, no,
You think no?
I don't think Garp's dying. If
Okay.
Garp ain't died, then like that's when I thought it was gonna happen. Like Kuzan and him being
No, you thought he was gonna get off-screen death?
kind of low key.
Nigga, what? You thought Garp was gonna
Low key. Low key.
what
Not
important
that I don't
character?
have faith in, you know what I'm saying, Grandpa Fist, but nah, I was like, I don't know. That
Yo.
fight was crazy as hell.
What? No, bro. Like that's
He old.
like if he wasn't gonna die like in that exact scene where he was smiling, there's no way he's like dying off screen, bro.
Well, then maybe I was one of the only ones who kind of thought he was gone right then.
I mean, like people thought like, yeah, he might
I
be
really thought
like.
he was toast, I ain't gonna lie.
I thought he was like. I thought he was being frozen to death during that scene, but he wasn't. Like, obviously, like when I reread it, so I was like, if you're not gonna kill him in that scene when he's smiling, like every D does right before they die, like, yeah, I don't think he's definitely Garp of all people. Like, you think Whitebeard, Roger got the most seen death ever, like, and Whitebeard got the second most seen death. Loki maybe got more of a like viewed passing just because it was like broadcast everywhere. The Axum Marine Ford. So like Garp, the hero of the Marines. Sengoku and Suro are literally like on the way to save him. Like that plot points that just get brought up for them to get there and find that he's dead already.
I mean, yeah, but
Oda doesn't have the balls to kill that nigga off screen anyway.
I mean, I don't doubt that at all, honestly.
No, I mean love Oda. I mean, but like, come on, like Oda's he's not killing people, bro.
But
Like,
I do change my mind though. I kind of don't think Garp is gonna die in the story.
I think he can still die. I don't think he's gonna die. Like, I didn't think that was it. Like, I don't think he's dying off screen. That's all. Yeah.
Another thing about the episode was the eye catchers. Specifically, Shanks and Blackbeard got their own eye catchers for the first time, and I honestly think that's signifying for the anime onlys that we are stepping into this last arc of One Piece, because not only did he have his own little like excerpt within the episode dealing with the whole Bartolo Mayo shit, but getting his own eye catcher and his being next to Blackbeard, I think they're setting up Blackbeard and Shanks to kind of go against each other. Cause I know.
I mean, they're already. I mean, that's like the whole story, though.
No, but I'm saying like, I don't think Blackbeard is damn near gonna be a final villain. Cause it's speculated between Blackbeard, Eam, and yeah, really those two.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like wholeheartedly disagree with that. Like,
Well, go ahead. I'd love to hear.
like you're saying that the way that they're being portrayed. I mean, obviously, like Blackbeard and Shanks, like they've been having this like little tension between them as the series been going out. Starting with like them being kids and eyeing each other off, but even then, most notably, like him getting scratched and getting the infamous scar on his face. But like Blackbeard, I think with this most recent chapter, like, and we see Emu like there, like, it seems very final. Like, we can get into it. I don't want to delve too deep, but I don't know, bro. Like Emu doesn't seem like the most like the most final villain anymore. I guess. Yeah, he definitely seems like he might get dealt with right here, right now, and then the One Piece might get found a little later, and then like.
I doubt. I
And
don't
then
agree
Blackbeard might be like the final villain because I don't know, like
I'm not gonna say the complete opposite, but there's no way Eam is getting dying anytime soon. No way.
all right. So let's.
I know the chapter, but there's no way Oda's just like after all this time, this reveal.
Also, because I know you weren't done with your point, but you were saying with Shanks being on the eye catcher that like basically I remember you said like it's stated in the SBS that Oda says when we see Shanks more in the series and he starts to be more of a reoccurring character, that symbolizes that One Piece is going to end pretty soon. So, I mean, we've said this on a few different occasions throughout the pod, older videos, but just be, just be appreciative of the One Piece we're getting right now because this might be coming to a close quicker than we expect, even though everybody likes to joke, like 5, 10 more. I don't know. I think things are wrapping up. So, yeah.
I give the manga like 5 to 7
Yeah.
to wrap up. Maybe the anime like 10.
That's a long time, dude.
I don't know, bro. Honestly, the way that I think it's coming up, I think.
Toei be fucking pacing shit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just talking about the manga. I think low-key shit might be getting wrapped up by 2030. What is it, 2026 right now? I think I'm going to predict that 2030. And, like, I don't even want to, like I said, like, I don't want to put, like, too much focus on when it's ending because I'm just trying to enjoy the ride, especially now that I know that stuff is getting, like super, yeah, to its like last like moments, but yeah, I'm thinking that 2030 is like a good hard cap. Like we saw Emu's form, like no silhouette. What? Like that shit's just not gonna be.
How long ago?
My biggest thing is the voice actors really stating on their health and all that stuff, and we've already lost a few other
Yeah.
cats, so it's just like I
R.I.P.
think
Nico
that's
Robbins,
why
voice actor.
a
Yeah.
big reason why it's also gonna wrap up here.
Yeah, it's like literally like the
Yeah,
world, like
yeah.
Oda, if it was up to Oda, maybe like, and even Oda, like he's got a kid now, bro, like he's trying to mind his own health. Like, I think like the world is, as much as we don't like it, like the world is making, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It's hurrying up One Piece, like the external forces of Earth and just life. You know what I mean? Like the circle of life, living and dying, like is it's putting an expiration date on One Piece.
One Piece is outliving people. Oh God.
Yeah, bro. But like,
It's crazy.
yeah, but like, I don't know. So that's why, yeah, my fault. Also, chat, like, hi. I see we have 2 viewers. I can't see y'all in the chat, but y'all look beautiful. And also,
What's up?
yeah, what's good with y'all? What y'all got? Any anime that y'all watching right now? Yeah, thanks y'all for just sticking with us and stuff.
I have one topic. What
yeah.
do y'all think about him dropping the actual One Piece ending in the ocean?
Oh shit! I thought it was funny. Like I thought it was a nice piece of irony for like there to be an actual One Piece now that's like just in the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Oh, Oda, what did he do?
He wrote down the ending of One Piece and went to somewhere in the ocean and put it down.
Plunk.
You could like look it up, but yeah, he did a whole thing about it. And then I Show Speed and people were like, "I'm gonna go find the One Piece now," and then people were kind of like theorizing that people are gonna go try to find that actual One Piece.
Damn.
Sick, but
This nigga Oda just started a new age of piracy, bro.
Like,
Yo,
oh God, bro.
that's actually kind of
I thought that shit
crazy.
was cool as hell, but I also was thinking like, who would get it?
Wait. Let's. Okay. Well, Kai Cenat, like who's in the who's traversing the seas to get to this One Piece? I know.
Money to do.
I show Speed's gonna go. I feel like Mr. Beast would go just for some like.
Oh God, Mr. Beast would do
Mr.
it.
Beast is definitely pulling up there just to get it all documented for like a Amazon Prime
Get
7 episode
60
like.
billion views off that shit. No
Yeah,
cap.
bro.
That's funny.
Who else? What content creators are really tapped in with anime for? I mean,
Logan Paul or something.
yeah, Logan Paul said he's getting into One Piece. Okay, so right now we got the Supernova, we got Luffy Law, Luffy Law Kid. We got I Show Speed as Luffy. Okay, right. And then we'll say Logan Paul is definitely Law. Like Logan Paul gives like he just gives Law vibes. That nigga just be like, bro. I mean, not Law. I'm sorry. No. Logan Paul is Kid.
Yeah,
Logan Paul is
I was
Kid.
about to say. What?
Logan Paul is
He
Kid.
gotta be Kid, if anything.
I Show Speed as Luffy. Logan Paul is Kid. And who's the other person I just mentioned?
Kai.
Mr.
Oh, you
Beast.
said
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I guess Mr. Beast would be Law.
Fuck no. That shit don't match at all.
I mean, bro. Okay, get more people. Who else is in this?
Shit.
Yeah, okay. I don't know who content creators. And
I'm gonna say Kai Cenat, but like Kai Cenat's not really into One Piece. But like, I feel like if Speed's doing it, he might. Ray, we get fuck it. We get Rakai, Kai Cenat, Ray, AMP, and then we get RDC. RDC's definitely going for the One Piece. What do you mean?
So funny.
maybe.
And then who's Tony? What's his name?
I don't know.
Tony Stavachi.
I don't
No,
know how to say.
I just
your
don't know how to
last
pronounce your last name,
brother.
but we know who you are because you be running shit. The anime community, yeah, crazy. But like,
Oh, fuck. But
that's a cool little worst generation right there. You got the RDC world, the Mark Phillip Pirates, and then you got AMP, and then you got
I don't even.
Who
like,
else?
I feel like an old man because I barely know what you talking about.
bro.
I know what the AMP is, but I don't know who in that motherfucker at all.
That's a different topic for another. We'll keep it on anime, but it's
Oh,
okay.
God. I watch anime, y'all. Oh,
Yeah.
God. I don't know.
Our audience might not even really be that tapped in either, but I feel like they probably are.
We're
Maybe ours.
nerds. Traditional nerds.
Yeah, but like, basically, like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That'd be a nice little IRL One Piece, a little One Piece adventure. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, at least. But now we kind of know where it is. Like, it's in the ocean, nigga. Like,
Nigga, the big ass ocean, 70% of the ocean ain't discovered. Nigga, it's a lot of places to look.
yeah, but he put like, if you just gotta go to the spot where he dropped it.
What is
No,
One Piece?
you don't know where that is. It's on the water somewhere. You just go look at a random spot at the water and be like, right there.
It's been determined
Dick, hold on.
since the very beginning.
It's so funny seeing Oda like outside, like in social media now.
Like, these niggas really put it.
Ain't no way all these hands touch the One Piece, bro.
Oh, God, you go find that spot.
No, people already Geo, whatever did.
Freaking nerds, man.
The story is revealed. The truth will rest far beyond anyone's reach.
Shit, that shit. It's making me want to go get that shit. Oh, God. I'm just sitting here like, damn.
Of the ocean.
Because, bro, you know how much that shit would be worth? You got the ending to One Piece, nigga?
The One Piece does exist.
Oh, there's the go for that shit, bro. No cap.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yo,
Crazy.
if you gotta get 10 people to go get the One Piece with, who you picking? Answer to yourself. Just think to yourself. I know who I'm grabbing.
All right, yeah,
Oh God.
that's cool. Yeah,
It's on what?
yeah, we should.
Give me
yeah.
a paddle boat, some duct tape, and a 5-hour energy, and I get it done. I get it done. Gosh darn it.
Dag nabbit. All right, let's get to this chapter, man. Let's
Chapter
get to the meat and bones of this.
1179. Nerona Emu descends.
I want to see if there's a correlation and see what chapter Emu was introduced first. Just because, like, was he introduced in chapter 979? Not 979. It couldn't. It had to be like 797.
I don't know, but what I did find relating to that is Ivankov low-key called it
What?
that Nerona Emu, like, he knew his identity basically.
Oh yeah.
Like, he called that shit like not way back, but I couldn't find the chapter, but
Yeah, I know exactly what you. I mean, like, yeah, that's like. I mean, to me, it doesn't really feel like news, just in the sense because that nigga, like, he was on some like. Give a little bit of the lore. Whoever out of the 20 kingdoms, you know, there's this one particular family, the Nerona family, and then he is said to have like been the ruler or whatever, like someone big in the 20 kingdoms, and then like they're like, you know what? Let me not butcher Ivankov's.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm listening, but I'm still in my head like, low key, like, he's still from half court. Was just like,
Yeah, he definitely called that shit. But yeah, I guess like maybe it's just because I just be watching so much One Piece content that I just see that shit.
It's not like a huge reveal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Like I just see that like topic come up like so much because it's so important. So I'm just like, oh yeah, of course. But like to casual, be like, yeah, low key. Let me stop being such a nerd.
Settle down, sir.
Yeah, let me stop being such a nerd. Okay, cool. So basically, bro,
Get my notes.
I think how I want to do it is, are you cool if I take the reins, speed run through this, and then we get to like the big hitting points
Oh yeah, I already broke it down in the notes.
type shit?
Yeah, I broke the whole chapter down.
I'll just summarize it for the people, real quick synopsis. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah, we start off. If anyone's interested in the cover screen, it's just basically Yamato and Ace and Tama in a alternate, what if scenario.
a bunch of little pigs.
Yeah, a bunch of
And
little
then,
pigs.
big old pig in the back.
Yeah, in the wetlands is really wholesome, really cool. But yeah. So basically, I mean, like we start off like pretty. Let me get y'all right. We start off with the Gorosei, like pretty much like, hey, like we don't want y'all. Like Emu has told us to the Kohler. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me backtrack. Get right. I said I'd take the reins, and then I immediately like jumped the gun type shit, bro. I saw the boar, and okay. So we pick up right where we left off in chapter 1178, where Emu tells the Gorosei, like, hey, I think I got to descend from the Mary Joie. I got to step away for a little bit. We're coming back like, hey, the Gorosei are like, you can't do that. Like, that's not, we can send other people. Like, we can do all this other stuff. And meanwhile, Garling's like agreeing with Emu, like, hey, yo, y'all should like back off and let Emu do what he's got to do. We've got all these resources that we need to acquire because we've been snubbed out of food due to the
raid.
revolutionaries raid. So yeah, we're still like, from what we've been told of Garling, the raid that has caused Mary Joie to be engulfed in flames and like under siege, that's been quelled by like Shamrock, so that's done. But they're still dealing with the food shortage.
And Shamrock is also still currently dealing with the raid.
Is he?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't think it says that.
Garland says
Well, he was saying
that he had him.
it seems the situation is quelled. With Shamrock's return, it seems that the situation is quelled. So I don't think he's still, but they're still doing they're still dealing with the food.
So I would assume probably like what's it called? Like the gondola things that are being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like maybe defending that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in the sense of like whoever's intruded, it seems like Shamrock is apprehended or like at least like gotten that
The initial
situation
raid has
controlled.
gotcha.
Yeah, but they're dealing with a whole separate problem, which is more so
The
like a
food
long term warfare action, you know. But like that's cool and all. Garland's like, hey, let Emu go. We got shit that we got to deal with here with the food shortage. So the Gorosei are basically like, hey, we don't want, like, that would be like a last resort option for Emu to go down to the, like Elbath or whatever. Like, that wouldn't be necessary. But,
Can I point out something real quick?
yeah.
If you can go to the previous panel. I've seen and noticed, and a couple other channels have also picked up on this, that we already know that when Garland entered the Gorosei, he was like his own separate entity and like wasn't with the cohesion of like the previous group. Mm-hmm. But I love how Oda even depicts like how they're, I think that's Mars standing up, and how like the empty chair, how he almost never takes a seat, or like there's always that separation either between ideals or even like between space.
Oh, you know why? Oda answered it at SBS why Mars always has to stand up.
Why?
It's because they have assignments that they have to do, and Mars is like always like late with his shit, and so as like literally like as punishment, like Emu be having that nigga stand like school. Like it ain't
This
no.
is supposed to be the antagonist of the show, y'all. But all right, cool. You know what?
So I mean that does sound like your theory sounds cool, but
No, it's not. It's not even a theory. It's more so just something that I picked up.
well, like no, your way sounds cooler, but like in all actuality, this nigga Mark has just be like turning in his homework late.
He's
Like
getting told to stand in the corner, basically.
yeah, like literally. You know what? I think honestly, like now that we're talking about it, it might just be better to break it down right here. So like cool, you know, they're saying all this like the lower worlds plan to starve out, and it still continues, but you know they're basically exclaiming that they're being stretched thin, and so that's something that we got to take into account. Like, but with that being said, like the world government's resources being stretched thin, and their like forces, like with the Marines and everything like that, even their army, their military might is not at a level where it should be right now with everything hitting them all at once. They're literally dispersing all their
3
forces.
Holy Knights down. Egghead recently just happened. So what? Kizaru's down.
Yeah.
Or Kizaru's out of action. A whole bunch of battleships down.
Fucking-
Pacifist is gone.
Who else? Green Bull is, I don't know where he is right now.
It's been a while since we know he's just somewhere doing something useless.
Yeah, and then Fujitora can't even come back to a military base until he brings back Luffy and Law's head, and that's not happening anymore. Even like that could have happened like post Dressrosa. You're not getting that nigga now, Fuji. You should. You might as well just join as an
And if he
ally.
like interacts with like Gear 5 Luffy, he's definitely just gonna be like, yeah, we're cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's gonna be like, I already like fucked with you before, and I just couldn't say it, but nah, I really fuck with you.
Yeah, bro, that nigga Fuji did not want no smoke with that nigga at all, bro.
Oh,
Like, but it's funny because it cuts to York, and they're basically like, you know, hey, she's calling because, you know, she, through her traitor's actions, is like now a celestial dragon, but she's still, you know, being used to work under their science department. And she's calling like, where's the food? But they don't got food because like they're being they're being strategically warfared right now. So they don't really got grub right now. So like, yeah. And then but she's still being tasked to. We can see that the world government's main objective is still to really hone in on this mother flame and get it to where they can reproduce it. And because with that would be like a limited source of energy, and this food wouldn't be a problem. As Garling tells York, like, hey, you fix this fucking mother flame, bro, and we can all eat. But until then yeah, that's it's gonna be what Cheerios and string beans. Yeah, bro, and that's a Boondocks reference if for anyone who cares. But how's the chat looking? Anybody in the chat still? Okay, cool. What's it called? That's what's happening with Holy Land, pretty much, like on the Elder front. Like, they're basically dealing with a lot right now, and they're in the back scene of things trying to get this mother flame started back up, because that would help a lot. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a game changer in terms of resources. But yeah, it'll be a disaster. Like. And this is something I noticed is like, okay, they've been saying it's been one disaster after another, all since Nika's come back. And it's like, I mean, low key, like, if we think chronologically, ever since Kaido and Luffy's fight, like, then you've got, that was right after the reverie happened. And that's when Sabo sees Emu and
The Cobra thing happens.
Cobra thing happens.
Luffy
Lily and Vivi get confirmed to be D's for like the
Luffy-
whole Nefeltari family.
What's it called?
Luffy does the raid on Egghead.
His wanted poster.
His wanted poster gets out as Nika because of Morgan's.
Yeah.
So now the world knows of him.
Becomes a Yonko, so that changes the whole.
Power dynamic.
Exactly.
And also,
what?
because of him, everything that happened on Egghead, like the whole world knows that they're gonna sink now. Like that got broadcasted, just like Marineford got broadcasted. So yeah, like the whole world is aware of their impending
The
doom.
Gorosei failing on Egghead because of Emmett.
Yeah, and then that's just before Elbath, because you got.
And then Elbath, they sent the 3 Holy Knights.
Yeah, they send the Holy Knights to get and
They got Holy wiped. They got destroyed.
Yeah, Holy Cottonelle, bro. They got
Which
they got they're Holy Knights. They're Holy Knights front and not to mention what we just talked about, the raid on Mary Joie and the food shortage. So that happened
all
too.
been happening at the same time.
Yeah, and not to mention Loki and Luffy just got like unleashed, like Nighthawk, like all that shit. Like, yeah, stuff's getting active. So all this happened right after Gear 5th. All this, yeah.
So they basically deliberated into saying, like, we don't know really what to do or who to send because we don't have many people to send, and we just failed.
Yeah.
So Eam continues to go like, all right, so I'm finna head out, y'all.
And like there's a gravity to this, you know what I mean? Like, not to delve too, I feel like I'd be like trying to figure out the structure of this shit in real time, but like on some, just a little behind the scenes, because like part of me is like there's just so much in each of these last like 3 pages that we can dissect.
Yeah.
But it's also like, do we just want to like keep fucking, because I want to have this convo about it, but like, do we just get to the end of the chapter and then break it all down, deeper dive?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would probably make more sense to just hit all, like, kind of get through it, since we're not reading it in real time, because we already read it. Then just go back and literally hit those notes, because we literally have notes on all the most important parts, including this part.
Type. Yeah, basically like, yo, I just lost my water bottle. Okay, cool. Like basically, they're urging Emu not to leave the Pangea Castle. Like it's just like apparent that something is like, there's a weight to this that we didn't necessarily perceive before, because it's like, it seems like Emu's got, if he was the king of the world, you can just roam freely, whatever. But not in this, not from what we're hearing of this context. But she's like, hey, we like, or they're like, hey, we gotta go. And we kind of explained all this, like basically Emu is like he's recollecting on all the past events that have happened, like really in the last like 50 years or so,
Yeah.
50, 60 years.
So we really get to see it through his perspective for like
Yeah.
the first time.
And like even like, and I'm thinking on Emu timing, like he's been alive for over 800 years, so like 50 years is probably like a few months. And he's like, this is all happening like recently, you know what I mean? Like it's all coming, which is true because, he says it's all preordained. Like we got the rocks situation.
Rocks in the flower room.
We got Roger's execution, where he's basically like, they think that they're extinguishing the person who found the One Piece and the person closest to harming them. Oh, we finally got him, but hey, no, he just set off the new age of piracy. And then we got
Shirahoshi.
yeah, Poseidon, who was prophesied to be born, which is the same, reincarnated copy of Poseidon of the person who I'm sure the Poseidon of old gave Emu like a lot of trouble back in the day. Back then, it's probably a really bad thing that he's like coming back. You know what I mean? And then, or she is, and then there's Shanks, capturing the Nika fruit, setting all this really into motion. You know what I mean? And it's all Garland, like, and you think about it, Emu is the one who's orchestrating all this because he's sending these holy knights out to like these places to get them prepped or whatever to see if they'll join the world government, and if not, they'll be a part of these culling games or whatever. I don't know the exact word of it right now. But the Celestial Dragon Manhunt, and it's like, if Emu didn't do all this bullshit, then Garland wouldn't have gone to the West Blue to make preparations for like the next whatever event they do for the Celestial Dragons, and he wouldn't have met Shanks' mom, who Shanks is ultimately the person who sets off the whole Nika thing in general.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. Like Emu's he's literally manifesting his own downfall through his nefarious deeds.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I don't know, but and then there's the Herald situation where he set them back with dying, and I'm weakening Emu, and also just like not aligning with Emu's plan to get Elbaf to join them as a like military nation, because I'm sure that would be super helpful. Then you got Loki, who is like, all right, cool, like we found out the pirates who are doing all. I don't still know.
I was going to say, that's literally confirmation that the mist, the flying creature in the mist attacking the world government ships, it was him.
Yeah.
That's why he has, I think he has like a 2 billion berry bounty.
Type shit. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then then Whitebeard, like telling everybody that the One Piece is real, just reigniting the age of piracy again, and saving Luffy, the person who's gonna set a dawn to the age of piracy, like, and then you got Blackbeard, the son of the man that he tried to kill, and Loki, the whole reason that Blackbeard has all this hatred towards Emu is because he killed his dad in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all this is happening. It's like, you literally cooked up this pot of whoop ass, bro. Like, you literally, like, all these niggas are the ingredients. And they're just like, I don't know. It's just funny to me. Like,
I was like, notice how he calls him Monkey D. Luffy and
Marshall D. Teach.
Like, at this point. Because literally in the next chapter, or not in the next chapter, on the next page or next panel, he's cutting up the wanted posters. And he calls him Davy Jones and Joy Boy. And I also noticed this on the reread, that there's a picture of Shirahoshi in there that's in there cut up. I didn't notice it the first time.
Yeah, this is from this was the Reverie. Yeah.
But I never noticed that the first time.
Yeah.
But then him confirming that he desires Vivi, which I have like some slight theories for that we can get into afterwards.
And he's like, it all began long before this. Like, this is some prophecy shit. Like, I mean, we kind of know, like from the Harley text and like all this, he literally said it's preordained. Like this is gonna happen. Like he's just been waiting. You know what I mean? Like he's really just been, but trying to prevent it all in the same time. But like they haven't been able to. Like it's like I think he's really realizing like, damn, I've tried everything in my power to like make sure that all of this Void Century, Nika Joy Boy, like D lineage, like I want it all buried as far underground as I can, and no matter how much I try to like cover this up, it just comes back like to where he's probably thinking like, okay, this has to happen. Like I've tried everything I can to make it not, and the fact that it's still happening means that this is a purpose, and we got to get to it.
I think that's like it's like a trope of like a lot of villains throughout like history or mythologies or entertainment, where it's like there's this oracle or this prophecy of a ruler or a leader being usurped, and then they spend like hella long just doing everything they can to prevent it, and then it just makes it happen.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those like
This is literally that, yeah. Like, yeah, exactly what
one
you
of those
said.
age-old tropes.
But so he's descending. He's like, "Yo, Gorosei, leave this up to you. Peace out." You know.
Which is heavy, because he's saying, like, I'm leaving this to y'all,
Yeah,
implying that he's probably not coming back.
Okay,
I kind of get what you were saying earlier about Emu dying, but I don't see it happening just yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I didn't until I read the chapter, for real. Like like this kind of changes things for me, but like yeah, upon first reread, I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't as like noticing this stuff, you know, like I was just kind of like, okay, like this is cool, like, you know, I'm gonna leave. I thought he meant like, oh, I'll be back, just like I'm gonna leave it here, don't fuck anything up while I'm gone. But in this context, it's more so like, yo, like I'm entrusting this to you. Like,
Especially their reaction they're just like, we can't stop you. Like, none of us, you're our boss. We can't tell you not to leave. But it's like a servant and his king where like, you know, king, don't, for your own safety, like, but you literally can't tell them.
yeah,
So,
like,
but judging by their reaction and Garland's like cold reaction, I'm just like, oh yeah. Garland's willing to do anything to get whatever needs to be done. If that means Emu going out and dying, I know he wouldn't bat an eyelash at it. So
no.
because he doesn't revere them the same as they do.
Yeah. He's like he's looking at it from a different lens. You know, like who knows how long that these Gorosei have been under Emu, but like I don't know, cause that's another thing to speculate. But what's it called? But still, if Emu leaves the castle, okay, so yeah, they're like just describing like the gravity of all this, and then they're like, none of us can prevent it, and that's what Emu's saying, like, yeah, bro, like I'm sure he's coming to that realization of like, yeah, I've tried, I can't, let's go, let's just go. What do you say? It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die.
I do not know the song reference.
Oh, you don't know that song?
Oh God.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh, I just didn't recognize that part.
But like, yeah, cool. So we cut to
It's funny as hell. It's been a long time.
that's what's playing in the background as that nigga goes down to the fucking pentagram. But like, okay, so we cut to Elbaf, and like, basically we're at like the scene where the giant pirates are, or the new giant pirates with Haradin, Gerd, and whoever the fat dude is with the shield that's alive. But he's like, they come in contact with Summers. Oh, they're at the outskirts of the Western Village then.
Yeah.
And okay, well, I guess that off the top, that's cool, because I just knew where Summers was. But like, yeah, he's trying to like literally regenerate in real time. Like his body's doing it like on its own, which is cool. And Gerd like saw this, and she's like, no, like what the fuck? She's just holding Summers up like a little toy, which like, Yeah, this is I don't know. It's kind of cute, which is which is just ironic because this nigga Summer's just the worst person ever. You
He
know?
literally is like, while he's being held, is like promising like to kill her.
Yeah, like
In like the most gruesome way possible.
yeah, bro. Like this nigga is a fucking menace. But you get a closer look at what the other giant's kind of pointing at. I wish I knew his name, but he Stanzen? It's not Stanzen. It's not Stanzen. Whatever.
Something like that, actually, lucky.
He's holding
Summer's heart.
And
Which is confirmed to be made of steel. Like, I know we were stumped on that last week. Apparently, a lot of people in the community were stumped by
yeah,
Summers' heart, but
yeah. So we
it's
confirm.
confirmed to
Hey,
be steel.
hey! Look, real quick, theory
Hold on,
confirmation.
No,
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Hey, we got a theory confirmation. Well, that's cool. So last chapter we speculated that, or last pod we speculated on Summer's heart being steel, and that's been a little bit talked about in the community, just like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been cool because like yeah.
We don't know if any other Holy Knights are also like this, because we do see Killingham split apart, and we don't see any signs of metal, nothing. So
Yeah, but he didn't get decimated in the same way. In this, like, where like
I mean, his head is separated from his torso, and his like.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like Summers got like kind of split in half. Like his it seemed like he was kind of like razored off,
Gotcha.
as opposed to like they probably did split him, but they just didn't take his heart out. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, they cut his head off though.
True.
Yeah.
Another detail is like when Zoro. I mean, of course, this is like such a typical Zoro like moment for metal to be referenced in any capacity, and him being like, "I got this," but his Summer's reaction, like I think they may work on like a core type thing, where it's like if you don't eliminate their core, then they'll just keep living. Because when I first saw the heart, I thought it was reinforced by Hawking. I know we said that, but now that I'm thinking, cutting steel isn't like a super, what's it called, common feat in One Piece.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if like all the Holy Knights had like an undying body, a steel heart that no one could cut through, and like an immense amount of hockey and devil fruit abilities on top of that, which would basically make them like invincible to most people.
Yeah. 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 If
But
there
his
was any
reaction-
if there was any other like crew besides the Straw Hats, this would probably have gone a lot smoother for them. Yeah. But like, you know, fucked up. Yeah, but we basically see, yeah, it's confirmation. Obviously, it seems like this is their core. So exactly what you were saying. But they're at the Waller School now, and this is the group of Frankie, Jinbei. I guess is this the same?
Brooke, Usopp, and Frankie.
Did they split off from Nami's group then? Yeah, I guess so. Did they?
Isn't it Nami with Sanji?
Nami's with Sanji. So I guess Jinbei and Frankie and Brooke and Usopp split off, perhaps?
No, but Sanji's right there. Never mind.
Because they're by the Walrus School, and that's not where. I don't know, right?
Yeah, it's hard to keep.
You know how Oda used to have in the toy, like for Dressrosa and like Wano, he'd put like a little map like every other episode to show where niggas are.
I hope
That
he
nigga
does
needs to
that
do
for
that
this.
because like I'm getting a little confused now.
I felt the same at Egghead.
Yeah.
With all the like labs and shit, the Labo phase, the Fabrio phase,
Yeah.
the damn whatever phase. I was like, bro, what's going on? Where is everybody? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but even then he was drawing up maps every now and then. But we haven't gotten a little map in a few chapters.
Yeah, we're gonna need
since they like saved the kids. Yeah, but you know, so it seems like we're getting an update on Brooke and Usopp's state. Like, okay, they're a little, they're like battered, broken. You know what I mean? Hella broken bones, and you know, Killingham is here, sitting here, tied up in 3 separate pieces, like saying that he's vowing to put revenge on Sanji. Gunko, you were right. Gunko is still in the ice. Yeah, you were right. From last chapter. And basically this is like the result of the school's frozen because of Vegapunk's cola power, where he basically
Absorb the fire.
he absorbed all the heat from the room, and yeah, everything's cold. Loki is still, or Luffy is still in his weakened state from Gear 5th exhaustion, and you can see he's trying to get food to Usopp and Brook, which is like, that's how you know that you're Luffy's friend, because like, he's not giving
He
no
doesn't share
nigga
any
food,
of
bro. And like, yeah, and this is where we get the confirmation on what you were saying about the Galila pirates. Yeah,
Because Loki specifically says that his ice, because Luffy asked a question about what happens to the ice or the people frozen in the ice, and Loki confirms that it doesn't melt unless like done by Ragnar. And we know that the giants in Galila have been frozen for a grip of time. So I think that's a damn near confirmation that either Loki or the previous wielder slash owner of Ragnar was the one who froze the giants.
Galila pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty. It's looking like that's pretty confirmed at this point. It's looking pretty accurate. Yeah, that'd be tough. So we need a little bit more exposition on why that happened. But anyway, like we cut to Nami, and she is basically like still trying to get rid of the fires caused by Loki's blast, and also just killing him and all the destruction. But then this is where, okay, like Imu's arriving, you know what I mean? Like we see these black clouds, these black smoke, and Nami, it's funny, like she's the first one who notices like a disturbance in the weather. But like yeah, this is just like these fucking, I don't even know, thunder cloud, black, like I don't
Black
know.
flames.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
just
like-
raining down on Elbaf now.
I would say, yeah, they kind of look like flames. In
They do look like flames, right? But they're saying it's like smoke or whatever. But like, yeah, everybody can see it because it's this huge spectacle, and you just see this huge pentagram.
Oh, I wish that was a double.
Yeah, right. I think it might be
It's not.
right. No.
It's not.
Oh yeah,
I
was
thought
it?
I thought that was Oda. I thought that was such a waste of scale. Like he really could have made that motherfucker like
Yeah, that would have been
really shown
tough.
how big that motherfucker. Because that is a giant castle.
I guess he's just trying to save page space because he's trying to highlight that this is very reminiscent of like Big Mom's powers,
The homies,
the
exactly.
homies.
So I think his ability has something more to do with like the conversion of like the soul.
Well, before we get to that, just to wrap it up,
The whole Dami Reversi thing.
cause yeah, I'm just looking at the pentagram, but this is it. Like it's Himu's here. He's raining down. This is the process. Like he's showing everybody, like, yo, this is the big spectacle, and these trees are forming. Like everything's coming alive and turning.
They're
into, like,
singing specifically.
and that's one thing I wanted to bring up of like it's like the opposite of the drums of liberation.
The drums of oppression.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
That's what I've been seeing online, like the drums of oppression.
Type deal. Like, yeah, like I'm sure it like sounds way different from like, it's more ominous, I'm sure. And then you just hear this big crackle of like Conqueror's hockey and all this the sky split up, like all, you know, like, everybody's reacting to it. Like Zoro's like, what? This Conqueror's hockey's crazy. Loki's like, this is the same hockey. Luffy's still incapacitated. And, you know, this is the same pentagram that Harold had Imu, or Imu had Harold make in the castle. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. And I'm pretty sure, which means this is the same pentagram that everybody's been coming out of. At least Gunko and Shamrock, yeah. Immediately is like not okay. We see this blood splatting, like what's happening, like, and you can see that Imu's like struggling, and they're also, it seems like they're forming, which is, I wanted to mention that I think Imu, he might be transforming into his hybrid already off rip right here. So I think the like the final reveal of Emu that we see, I think that he
It's
is
his hybrid.
hybrid form, especially because he's
With the
got the
horns.
clouds. Or right, does he have the clouds around him, or is that he kind of does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the black clouds, which it's remember when
Rob Lucci.
yeah, Rob Lucci. It's like you got to be really evil to have like the black cloud. So that's how we know. But and yeah, I think that's what we're looking at. I think we're getting introduced to Emu's form in reverse. Is basically what I'm saying. Like that would be cool. Because
'cause
he's
that'll make-
sprouting wings right here. It's showing like some sort of a transformation. Like
Wings?
you see from right here.
I see what you're
right
saying,
here.
but wings, because I was already thinking this, and I mean, it's shown in the next panel anyways, but him being a dark-skinned being, possible Lunarian, and if you're saying
Yeah.
they growing wings, but I don't see them I don't see any sign of wings here.
Well,
Nor the flames.
he's inside of the castle at this point.
Yeah.
Like maybe he flies. I don't know, because I mean these look like wings, right? I'm not tripping,
Yeah. I think that's also
especially because it's like his back.
I think that's also referencing the in the anime they had this scene where like this angel after Lelouch got fucking thwomped, where like this angel had fell from the sky and into the ocean, and I think that's supposed to be like an analogy or like an anecdote of Emu being like a fallen angel, almost like being like a Lunarian who lost their wings.
Oh, maybe. Whoa, that's crazy. Maybe.
You heard it here, Two Wings Podcast should start on Beezy.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Only thing is though, I just wonder what those,
because
looks like wings.
dark skin, light hair, like come on. We've only seen that depiction or description with one particular race in the show. I mean, in the series.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, interesting. So we see the sky is completely split. Everybody's reacting. Everybody's like, what's happening? And this is Emu's form. Like.
Said to have the devil's fruit.
So yeah, creator. We get Emu's box finally. Creator of the world government. One of the first 20, and his power is the devil's fruit. So like, it's not just a devil fruit, like you just said. It's probably like some Akuma type shit. Like, probably just literally the opposite of Luffy's fruit, if I'm just being real. And then King of the World, Saint Nerona Emu.
Maybe the first devil fruit?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what some people are saying online, like the very first devil fruit. But
He probably like made a pact with the devil himself.
well,
on
there's some
real
people
shit.
who are
'Cause the sea devil and stuff.
yeah. But there are also some, I think this kind of debunks that theory of like him having the ope surgery done on him.
He did. No, like what you were saying with Ivankov, like she was still saying about that too. Like they were talking about the op fruit.
So is that confirmed that he had the surgery?
Yeah, Ivankov was like, whoever this Nerona Emu is, they must have eaten the op fruit to be alive at this point.
Eating it, but that's what I'm saying.
Or like not eating it. You don't have to eat. No, you don't have to eat the op fruit. I'm
Someone
sorry,
has to
but
do
someone
the
has to
surgery
perform
on
the immortal surgery on you. So that's probably definitely what happened. No, that I'm like 99.10% sure, because I mean like Oda literally like wrote it out for us.
Because it almost makes you question that why was he coughing up blood?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to get into.
Yeah, like
Let's
that
get
kind of
into
doesn't
it.
make sense.
Like, cause like there's some things where it's like.
And also, like, if he's giving immortality to people,
Yeah,
see how
undying body. That's probably where he's fucking up. Maybe the fact that he's giving these undying bodies to the Gorosei, it's like shortening his, or like it's like
I
making
think-
it to where like he can't. Like maybe he did have this super immense like supply, but it's like the mother flame. Like it was inextinguishable, but now I mean we see like there's only a little bit of it left now. You know what I mean? It's being preserved. So
I think it's
maybe it's
kinda
been
like,
spread too thin.
I think it's kind of like an all for one thing, like My Hero.
Yeah.
How like
Actually.
no, there was all for one, and then there was his brother one for all. Like how one brother's ability was like to take
Yeah.
others' abilities. Yeah, and exactly like that. Where I think he isn't like he has to be immortal since he's lived this long, but
Immortal now.
yeah, immortal now. But I think the fruit's like ability in and of itself is to like almost like transfer that life force.
So I think, yeah, that's a good point.
Like transfer the life force.
You're talking about
like,
Emu's fruit?
exactly like in price for like subjugation over whatever he does it on.
Yeah, that's probably right. Like, because he's probably putting a piece of himself literally into another person. That's
Every
why.
time someone gets attacked that has a covenant, he gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Every time. Whether it was Harold, I don't remember.
Wait,
about,
every time.
Huh?
I think it was just the Herald thing, for real. I think it was,
Wasn't
right?
that what the girls say too? When they got sent back? Yeah, when they got sent back. Oh God.
No, that was with the Emus.
Wasn't Emu not huffing and puffing when that
Because
happened?
it's kind of like no. That was different. So what you're talking about is that was when Emeth released the hockey knot for
Yeah.
Joy Boy, and then Joy Boy's hockey like waved out and affected the whole damn world damn near, and then like
Sent them back.
that is what sent back the Gorosei, and Emu was like shook off the hockey because he's like, where the fuck Joy Boy? What? 800 years. It's been 800 years. How the fuck is
He
this
wasn't
dude
like
here?
affected by that? You don't think?
No, I'm sure he was definitely affected by Joy Boy's hockey, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it was more so like, well, you're right. Like, the Joy Boy's hockey was enough to wipe the Gorosei off and send them back, but
Yeah.
I don't think Emu sent them back. I don't think Emu sent them back, or maybe I might be wrong. But like,
Maybe like it canceled out
yeah.
the link to the covenant.
Just like how like we've been seeing like Chopper with one touch like end of a Dami Reversi, and I'm not saying that Joy Boy has like the opposite Dami Reversi. I mean, well, he's got the Nika fruit previously. But yeah, all I'm saying is that like I think Joy Boy's hockey is what was affecting Emu at that moment in time, not necessarily like just because like Warcury and all of them getting hurt. Well, maybe you're right, bro, because if Emu wasn't there physically,
Yeah.
but they were, and they felt the hockey, and Emu was connected to them with a deeper covenant.
Exactly.
So he probably felt it in that sense. But I think it wasn't that he was more so like, I think Joy Boy's hockey definitely like deactivated shit.
Because not like it attacked the Gorosei in and of themselves. Like it's not like they were physically hurt by the hockey
Yeah.
either. But I think whoever shares that with the Abyss Covenant or higher shares literally like a direct life force, where it's like the Shallow Covenant is like a little offshoot of power, or maybe like a little offshoot of soul, where the larger covenant is like a larger chunk.
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking that that's also the case, but and that, I guess to wrap it up, because I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing, but like, I think Joy Boy's hockey was the thing that really like affected Emu, and say if it was like Harold and he like had a hockey blast type shit, like I don't think Emu was getting shook like that. I think it was the fact that like, whoa, just the pure shock of like, how the fuck is Joy Boy's hockey still a thing?
Yeah.
It's been 800 years, and especially because that is the nigga who he's like trying to get. I don't want to see you ever. Like, I'm trying all I can to make sure that you never can resurface ever in reincarnation.
Oh, God.
So the fact that this nigga popped up on some like he felt that nigga for real again, like, oh no. And he was probably like, no. What's happening? Yeah, but I think there's something I want to talk about. Right? Because we see a little bit of the social dynamic between the elders, just how you were talking with Garling and them. And I just want to delve into it a little bit more about how like I really think Garling might be like on some like coup d'etat type shit. I think he's giving like Donzo vibes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the other Gorosei, besides maybe like Saturn, obviously, and he's dead now, but like they're like more so aligned towards Emu's goals. Like they are followers, but I feel like Garling has his whole other agenda. Like what is like just from what I've seen, he seems like a usurper. You know what I mean? Like every time we see him, maybe that's not true, but we've been seeing him on different occasions where like you'll see the next time he's got a higher status than he did before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and so, like
I think he's trying to take
like
the throne.
what you were saying, right? Emu kills Saturn. Garling takes Saturn's place. Emu dies. Maybe Garling will try to take Saturn's place.
You feel what
But
I'm saying?
I feel like that's why he's not tripping, bro. He is not tripping on this shit. He's on some like, yo, don't let like the people are like, no, you shouldn't do this, please. Like the other Gors say, like, you know what this means, like it's not healthy, like theoretically is from what the context we're getting from how they sound, and Garling's just on some like,
Well, I can't stop him. What you want me to
my
do?
hands are tied, you know what I mean? He's like, hold me back, you know what I mean? But like, I think this is all opportunistic. This seems like a very advantageous situation that might be coming for Garling.
Maybe even call it a stretch, but I even see some symbolism with like him trying to be the king of the world. If Luffy's the sun god, this nigga Garling's head is literally looks like the moon.
Yeah, there's some contrast with the Figureland family and the moon for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
And now that you're talking about like the Lunarians and all this, like maybe it all coincides. But like for sure, I feel like, and even Shamrock, I feel like it's like a coup where it'd be like Shamrock and Garling are like kind of in on it on some like, yeah, we're not like the rest of y'all. We're actually waiting for a moment type shit. Or maybe Shamrock's not even on that timing, but he's like, just because he's like Garling's like offspring, like if that moment presented himself and Garling's like, yo, we can take this shit, I think Shamrock would be like, okay, cool.
Because he probably telling them like, yo, if I become the king of the world, you're going to be the leader of the Gorosei.
Yeah, like some stuff like that.
Like literally.
You got to promise power.
You know what I'm
You know what I mean?
saying?
Like, so that's like, I thought that was a cool like dynamic. It's obviously like, and it seems like, it's funny, Garling is like seeming as if he's like on Emu's side when he's really like might be the person who's out for Emu the most, and the people who are actually looking out for Emu's best interest in this case seem to be the ones that are like being disregarded. You know what I mean? Like Emu's like, hey, no, I'm doing this. Garling is like, you heard him, he's doing it. But like meanwhile, like the other people are actually like, yo, you shouldn't though. I don't know.
Was pleading with him, yeah.
And then, what's it called? We learn, the gravity. I'm like, again, like, okay, well, just to highlight a little bit more on that gravity of like why it seems like Emu can't be, like something about the lower realm is like the Gorosei are like, hey, no, like we can't have that happen. Is that because like the most obvious reason could be like, oh, we don't want people to see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's like you're better than the lower world. Like, oh no, you can't. Don't be concerned with the.
Above it.
You're so above this, like that. You know, we'll like we won't make you like sully your fingers type shit or whatever. But like, obviously, it seems like from this context of like, oh no, like there might be something of the lower realm, or like maybe there's resources in the upper realm that. Oh fuck! I'm just thinking, what if like, because from what we were gathering and what we've been shown, it seems as if Emu's been granted the abilities or granted the immortality of the Op fruit, right?
Yeah.
But like maybe this is a situation where like how Roger was dying like, you know, and it's like, oh no, it can't be Roger, but it's like, oh no, like this illness, even after getting Crocus on the ship, like I can't actually like get cured. I'm just biding time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like, even though like it's not healthy for Roger to be on these excursions, like trying to like get to the bottom of the One Piece, like he's still, as he's progressively getting more sick, making strides. So like maybe there's like a preservation factor in the Holy Land that isn't available to Emu down in the lower realm, to where it's like, yo, if you leave, you're not gonna have the same like protection as you would up here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's a different side of it. Because all my time, I was thinking like Emu like just doesn't bother himself with stuff because why would he? Like, I'm a god to y'all. But maybe Emu can't like handles, or like it's not even on some strength stuff I'm thinking, but I think that like there's something like maybe it's like, again, the wear and tear of giving all these different people covenants and stuff not and whatnot, you know, to where like his physical health is being now put at stake. Like how there's only a maximum of 13 people who can give these covenants to.
Yeah.
Like anymore, like why can't there be 14? You know what I mean? Because that might not bode well for Emu. So that's just some little things I'm thinking about. Like, what about the lower realm is there something specifically about the lower realm that like could lead to Emu's downfall, or what? Or is it like two separate factors? Yeah, you know, like maybe Emu's just separately like dealing with all this stress from the covenants and all that, and it has nothing to do with his strength. I don't know. Yeah. If you had to.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna leave it for the story, but personally, I think it's because of the splitting of the soul and him being weakened.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I low-key also think it has something to do with the flower room. Personally, just
Yeah.
every time we've ever seen him, I think it's only been in the throne room and the flower room.
We also saw him in the little frozen chamber with the big straw hat.
Well, that's also in the castle, I'm assuming. But
Oh, you're saying like we haven't seen him outside the castle?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's almost like it might be like he obviously works with a lot of barriers. It might be that he was able to exist within this barrier, but once he leaves and moves outside of that,
Yeah. You know how like in Invincible, like those aliens that come in every now and then, and they like come in from another dimension.
the Thraxans.
The Thraxans, and they like, you know, their whole thing is like, okay, like once we're on Earth, like time moves differently, so it's like maybe like obviously just a little bit different, but like maybe Emu was on some Thraxan stuff where it's like, hey, like I don't have the same, like again, like if I go to this other realm, the lower realm, like I won't be able to have the same health, I want to say, like, or like they'll just get that adverse time effect where like maybe there's like he's on a different clock up on Mary Joie than maybe he is in the lower realm. I'm just trying to think.
Maybe it has something to do with the sea level. Because
Because he's trying to sink everything.
But I'm just thinking like in the low-key thought of, well, first, if he's trying to sink everything, it would make more sense to why he would never be in the lower realm.
Yeah.
But if he has the devil's fruit, and the weakness of all devil fruits is water in the ocean.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe he made a pact with the Sea Devil, because we hear of the Sea Devil because Shanks brought that up in the manga back in chapter that was a chapter where we get Buggy's devil fruit.
Yeah.
Like how he got his devil fruit, and like Shanks made him eat it or whatever. But like, yeah, Shanks specifically states that there's a Sea Devil, and in the Harley text, I don't know if there's a Sea Devil that gets stated, but there's we hear of the Forest God, like, you know. So I'm just thinking like, all these things that get mentioned become real. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about Chopper being the Forest God last week. You know what I mean? That's probably going to get expanded upon. Like there's going to be a Rain God again. So the Sea Devil is probably the person who made a pact with Emu which has been speculated before by
And
other
if
people.
devil fruit, I'm sorry to cut you off, but if devil fruits are also the manifestations of humans' desires, then
That makes-
what desire would that be? The desire like to conquer all type shit?
Or are you saying like that? Well, that's
Like-
good. Well, okay. Well, we're talking about devil fruit origins now, but like,
Just because it's mentioned that he has. The
no, I
devil's
like it.
fruit.
I think to your point, if the devil fruit's ability is granted from someone's past desire, doesn't that really just symbolize like with like the devil and like desire, like Eve, like going into like Christian theology, like okay, there's this woman Eve who desired this fruit.
So
You
it's
know
like
what
the
I mean?
manifestation of desire itself.
And so maybe it's like, oh, there's this
That would be
devil
kinda
fig and like,
fucking crazy conceptually.
well, like
yeah.
hear me out. Actually, like, okay, right? So like, okay, you got the serpent who was the devil,
Yeah.
who presents this fruit to Eve, Emu, maybe. Oh shit, huh? Right? Like Eve, Emu, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to give you what you desire. Like Eve desired the fruit. Snake is like, here, like I got this for you. And then what happened? Like she ate the fruit, and then everything turned into peril, right? You know, she was shown that she was naked. Maybe like, okay, like I ate the fruit, now I can't swim. You know what I mean? Like that kind of correlation. And it's like, oh well, like this all stemmed from this one creature who preyed on someone's desires, and they're like that greed and all that sin, you know what I mean? So maybe Eve is really like maybe, well, how am I trying to say that? Maybe Emu is like a depiction of Eve, you know? Maybe. Maybe. Does that sound? How does that sound? And like, sorry, I just to really bow it up, like Emu is Eve, and then the person who they made the contract with, the snake, is the devil, and that first, like the devil's fruit, the devil was like, hey, I'll give you my power, eat this fruit, like the devil's fruit, like that's what he gave to Emu, Eve, and this is, and the Genesis, like the creator of the world government, Eve, Adam and Eve they were the first humans, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's all just like, there's loose ties, but there's definitely some correlation
I
in
think
there.
there might be some even like ties between like Lily and Eve as like an Adam and Eve story, kind of like fall from grace type thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're like-
Because, yeah.
I feel like he's like I feel like it's like his story is supposed to be like a tragedy of like he lost the one he loved or obsessed over, and this nigga might have obsessed so hard this nigga became immortal to try to like, I guess like either reset the world or like retry type shit.
Yeah.
And now it's 800 years later, and
he's looking
she's
for his
been
new Vivi.
reincarnated into Vivi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The same way Joy Boy, like I feel like the cycle of reincarnation
Okay.
has finally passed.
Okay. Let's talk about, because we're both thinking this too. This goes back to Emu's, like, why he can't come to the lower realm, right? But perfect analogy. In my head, I wrote, I feel like Emu's kind of like Orochimaru, you know? In the sense of like, I'm speculating, but in the sense of, okay, what was the deal about Orochimaru? He saw Sasuke as a vessel, right? He's like, okay, cool, like, I like your power, like, okay, like, I'm trying to have you come to where I am so that I can. It's weird to talk about Orochimaru's story without putting a pause or an AO in front of that shit.
No, there's
Yeah,
that's his
but like,
character.
but like on some real shit. But anyway, like, so he's like, yeah, I'm literally like grooming Sasuke to like, then like, when he's ready, I can take his body, right? So with Emu, maybe all this longing for Vivi is like maybe, and like we still don't know like how we're talking about like maybe this is Emu's hybrid form, and maybe his original form is that only works. That only works if Emu killed Vivi, or I mean killed Lily, and that was the reason why she never returned. And if Lily got the chance to escape, and even found Amazon Lily, which is another speculative thing, but that's also people say that Amazon Lily was founded by Nefertari D. Lily back after she had broken away from the 20 kingdoms. But that only works if Emu definitely killed Lily and Lily didn't get the chance to escape from the world government after she didn't claim herself to be one of the celestial dragons. But with that being said, I'm just saying that like I feel like it's the same thing, right? Like the way that Emu was longing for Vivi, it could be a love thing, but doesn't that also seem like how Orochimaru was like Sasuke? You know what I mean? And like how we see him coughing up blood, and like how Orochimaru, like Kabuto was like, yo, like you can't be out that much. Like we gotta have you like tubed up, like we gotta have you like on these like IVs and stuff, like being tended to and healed because your body is not going to last. So it's like maybe Emu's body isn't gonna last, and he's like, I can get Vivi, and then I can reset this whole thing.
Yeah.
And he can say he was like start over because he wants to drown the world and then start this shit over again, right? So maybe he drowns the world, gets Vivi, new body, and now I destroyed all the history from the people who found out about all the stuff I did from the last Void Century. Now we can start back from scratch.
Yeah.
Maybe. That was a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense because even like I did some a little bit of research on it earlier, and someone on Instagram, I'm gonna find them and shout them out whenever I can. But they had basically put me onto the thought of there's this being that's like the perfect mixture of feminine and masculine, and it's intertwined and usually showed as like a being with like literally like the both like a man and woman's like upper torso, but that combination being seen as like divinity or like God, because it's like the whole, like Alpha and Omega. And it even made me think about Hell's Paradise, because in Hell's Paradise, the Tensin, they're like these false gods, and they're like damn near immortal, and all of them can switch forms between male and female whenever they want. And when they go into their true form, they're like both at the same time, and that's supposed to be like their divine form.
Wait, their true form is what at the same time again?
The male and the female.
Okay.
Like the divine feminine and the masculine at the same time, being like a representation of that whole. Yeah. So that's what I think. Like.
Ooh, maybe he's trying to acquire Vivi as like I'm the male, and if I get Vivi, then I can become this whole like what would you say, the divine trinity? What? Like
a whole being, like a divine being.
Like a divine God, being, yeah. So
and I think he's like basically like a false god. And
until he puts that missing puzzle piece.
And I think that's also being shown like with his weakness, where like he has all this power, but he's damn near seems as frail as like, you know, as anything.
You know who Emu also reminds me of? Also another good correlation, I think, is Father from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah.
It's kind of pretty similar. He's got these beings who are his soldiers, damn near like the Gorosei or the 7 deadly sins, and he's given them immortality, and he just sits in the background, and no one really knows who this motherfucker is, and he's conducting the world government, and like he's literally running that shit with these, and like, I mean, it was the same thing with Father. It's like he was trying to recreate the Philosopher's Stones, because it's like, yeah, technically I'm immortal, but like, maybe it's that, like, yeah, maybe it's this immortality has like some caveats to it, to where it's like, okay, I'm immortal, but like there's still something I gotta do to like make sure I can still stay in pristine form, you know? Like that's just, Yeah, I feel like the more I see this, I really feel like we're looking at Emu's hybrid form, and we still don't know who he actually looks like.
Last comparison or like last note on this, and I think we can low key wrap it up around there. But notice how Eames' reveal shows him with his hand on his face looking down. Mm-hmm. Luffy's when his Gear 5 reveal was him with his hand on his face looking upwards. I just like see little parallels like that.
And then you got the drums of liberation, and then you got the drums of oppression.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I think their whole thing is to be like the complete
Even Luffy was like
opposite of each other.
like how you were saying, even Luffy was affecting the surroundings and like making everything bouncy, and Emu's literally affecting his surroundings but making everything fucking terrifying. Like literally, like like damn.
But he's also like animating the surrounding environment. You know, similar like to the Big Mom thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we don't see with the Drums of Liberation. Like everything's bouncing and like dancing, but
That's what I mean by like animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then also there's these like patterns. I don't know. Like that's also something else that's in like another pod. But I feel like that like gives me something like Harley vibes. I wonder what that's from. I feel like I've seen that somewhere else and I can't remember.
reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But yeah, there's also, let me see. Before we wrap up, I think there's just one more point I had in terms of for people who haven't seen it before. I had like recently speculated, and I don't know where I did this, but that One Piece and Elbaf that we're on a time where like Loki might be on a time skip. Like, you know what I mean? And the reasonings I say that are like, there's like a few speculatory reasons, like at the beginning of Elbaf, and I'm sure that it even happened in this anime episode. I haven't seen it though, but like in the manga, like Louis Arnold, like right before we see like Scopper Gaban's silhouette on Elbaf, and there's a narrator saying like, you know, don't stay in Elbaf too long. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like just don't stay too long. And like yeah, like from that point, there's been no like widening on that or like no expanding on what he meant by that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. Like, cause then it shows like there's a long, or we see the next thing after that is Nami's like waking up in the Legoland part where she's kidnapped by like Roto, but like we don't know how long that took.
Yeah.
Like we don't know how long she was out from when like they were drugged or whatever. You know what I mean? Woke up, cool, and then you've got also what's the thing with these giants, right? Like there's a giant where they're 100 years old, like Dory and Broggy are like 130 or something, right? And they're like 40 in like normal people years. Like cool. Like one thing I'm trying to say is that like when Shamrock said that, or when Garling said Shamrock's was able to quell the situation, right? Like we don't know how long that's been because we just see all this like damage. You know what I mean? Like, and it seems that this like the siege is still like happening though. So it doesn't seem like that all happened at once. Because if Shamrock's took care of the situation right then and there, then the siege is happening still at that moment in time would be like, or the food shortage at that moment in time would still be it would have been resolved right then and there, right? But like the fact that Shamrock handled his business and they're still being starved out seems to imply that there's been a level of time that's like, you know, like elapsed
Between them.
yeah, and it's just little other things like that where it's like all this stuff. I think that by the time we get back to the real world of One Piece, like there might be some changes. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying. Like time skip, like there might be like a mini time skip that we were in. Like the Straw Hats might not be privy to it, but like a few days or a few weeks on Elbaf, which is like I feel like we've been on Elbaf for maybe up to about a week or so. like just consciously, not to mention the time that we've been that we don't know about from when they were unconscious. You know what I mean? Who knows how long we've been like away in human time? You know what I mean?
Since Egghead. Basically.
Yeah, like Loki, he's 76 years old and he's in his 20s, like in real people time. Like Cullen, the kids.
20?
Yeah, Cullen, he's 20. Luffy's 19, but Cullen is 8. He looks like an 8-year-old, and Luffy's a fucking 19, you know? So, like, their time is different. Like, time moves slower on Elbaf than it does to, like, normal people time. So, I think that when the Straw Hats get off of Elbaf after visiting, they're going to come back and they're going to see, like, I don't know how big of a time skip it's going to be, but I think it's going to be, like, maybe a few months, maybe a year or two, you know what I mean? And that would make sense for people like Kobe, who, all right, we're looking at him like, what's Kobe going to do in the final war? Like, yeah, he had his honesty impact, but, like, the top tiers, but that's more time for Kobe to be training, you know? Or, like, yeah, maybe 2 years is how long the Celestial Dragons will have been starved out, and they, when we come back to the real world, we'll see like a
But
different.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
hasn't Gabon been on Elbaf for a while?
Ooh, and that's another point, right?
He
So,
hasn't aged ridiculously.
well, he'll still age like a regular human, right? But I love how you said that because there's also a scene where Shanks and Gabon are in the bath, and what do you say? Gabon was talking about Shanks, and he was like, "Oh, it's been a minute since the last time we saw each other." It's been a little minute since. What did he say? He was basically saying like, "Oh yeah, we saw each other just not too long ago," and then Shanks was like, "Scopper, last time you saw me, I was like 14. Like the last time you saw me was 10 years ago. Like, like Shanks was a whole 24-year-old man. Like the next time he came back on the Elbaf, but to Scopper, he's probably thinking like, oh, it's been a few months, and Shanks is like, no, bro, like, it's been 10 years.
Okay.
So like that's something I'm thinking about. Like let's just be wary of like when we come back to the current One Piece timeline, or when we just get off of Elbaf, we might be coming back to like a whole new
Time skip.
yeah. And I think that's a smart way to do it. Like
To
like
kind of like push the pacing and
yeah, yeah.
That would make the most sense.
Especially because the Straw Hats are gonna just get stronger on Elbaf. Like Zoro's probably stronger already just by knowing the fact that he has Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And he has
Frankie
that
just got a
Gabon's-
power. Sorry, what'd you say?
I mean, he has Gabon to teach him
Yeah, Frankie just got a power up, literally.
with the Vega Cola.
Yeah, Nami hasn't gotten that power up yet. But like we're seeing that people are like, we still got a little bit of time on Elbaf to where, like, who knows? They're saying that Loki's not going to be fully healed within a few months. If we're on Elbaf for a few months, I definitely think we're coming back to at least a year plus time skip.
Facts.
Yeah, if we're on Elbaf in One Piece time for a few months, it's going to be a few years in One Piece time, in real world time. Strong enough for Momonosuke to get even stronger and have some practice with this Kaido fruit.
That would make sense.
Strong enough for Blackbeard long enough for Blackbeard to come in and do whatever he does destructively he's got it, like what did we say last time? He's got his eyes set on Fishman and Wano.
Yeah, he's after them poneglyphs.
So like, I don't know, like, there's just some stuff to think about. I don't think it'll be too long in time just because of the cross guild aspect. So I think that,
Almost forgot about them.
yeah, like I don't think they're just gonna be aimlessly like floating around the seas for 5 years after Buggy just made that strong declaration of going to claim the One Piece.
Yeah.
So I give it a few months to maybe a year, but I do think we'll be in a time skip coming out. That's just I'm gonna stamp it right now. That's my theory. I think Elbaf is a built-in time skip that we don't know yet. So yeah.
I agree. I think I'm gonna just wait and see though.
That's fair.
Because just like with time, like I know each island has like its own magnetic zone, so like time can work differently. But I just don't know how how that would apply, just because we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And I'm thinking maybe just because, like, how we think, like, Elbath is just so large and vast that, like, it just takes a while to, like, we saw Luffy and them just climbing the bridge right before we met Loki. It's like a normal bridge that a giant would just, like, walk through like this. Like, Luffy and them are like little dots.
Yeah.
And it's like they're like literally traversing like the rope, like they're walking on the rope of the bridge. You know, it's like everything's just long, like everything's just wider, like just bigger. So like I don't know, maybe it's just lower, it's slower. It probably just takes longer to get to places and shit. And like, but again, that's like probably like I don't know. It's like a time change when you like go from Japan to back to the U.S.
Yeah.
And you're like there's some places where it's like if you went to that country, you might literally be going back in time technically because it's like today's Monday, but if you went to I don't know Bangladesh, it might be Sunday.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, I don't know, little things to think about like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know we talked about it before on the pod about Little Garden. Like
Yeah.
like possibly having a similar effect where it like preserves like time.
Yeah,
Allow the dinosaurs
that's-
to like stay there.
Yeah, I don't want to cut
Even
you off
like
'cause
prehistoric diseases. Like that Nami caught.
yeah,
So it's like it's literally not even just you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like I think that that's a good point.
Even I mean, honestly, even when you think that's low-key a good point because even when you think about the different islands, almost every island has like a different level of like technological advancement. Mm-hmm. You know, it's never the same.
Yeah,
So it could be a thing where it's like, oh yeah, this island just ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they could be in year, let's say it's 2026, they could be in 2026, and Dressrosa could be in like 2030.
that. Ooh, I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I really like the Little Garden aspect of what you were saying of like even the land before time. It's what Little Garden reminds you of. You know what I mean? And it's just like I'd be willing to bet a little pretty penny that's got some inspo tied in there with Oda too. But
And shit, most people in the Grand Line don't leave their island in their lifetime.
yeah, and what's it called? What was I about to say? Not Loki, Land of Time. With Little Garden, it is literally dinosaurs. Like, I mean, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, yeah. And then what was also the last thing? Like with Harold, you know, like when you know what? I think I'll stop it there because I was gonna say like I thought I had something timeline wise with Harold on the sense of like him growing up as a kid, leaving, coming back. No, I'll save it because I just wonder what it's like with Harold and them like traversing out onto the seas, how they were like so outside as like literally the giant pirates.
Yeah.
Like I wonder how time was for them.
Gotcha.
But like again, they're giants. Like so, like they're gonna be alive for 100 years anyway. Like that, and you know that's the thing too. Like Harold died. He died when he was like 130 something too. He was like 140, 150, but he looked like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like Yarul is 300 something. He's like 380, and he looks like an old man. But like he's 380 though. You know what I mean? Like.
I would say, what's the lifespan for a giant? Like 500 years?
No, I think because Jarl is the oldest giant.
So, yeah, probably like.
It was like Yorl and Jarl were like the oldest giants. So like, it's probably typically you'll look at. I'm thinking about 300.
3 to 350?
Yeah, they're probably like exceptionally older, but like, I'm thinking around 300. So yeah, the Void Century is not even that far back for the giants. It's like 2 generations ago. That's like being like, my grandpa fought in World War II. Like, oh yeah, my grandpa was a part of the Void Century
Damn.
War.
I mean, that's really good perspective as well.
Yeah, like giants are totally on different timing. Like, literally. But shit, you think that you got anything else?
Shit.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, thank y'all again for sitting with us for, just thanks for being with us every week. or whenever we get to it. And you already know me. It's your left wing, Jazz.
Right wing, Star Beezy.
Yeah.
Keep it easy.
This has been the Two Wings Podcast. Y'all have been amazing. We'll see y'all next time.
We're on break next week.
We're on break, but we'll try to see if we can get another video pod out just on some. We can open it up as a discussion pod. Maybe that's we might be able to do the guest pod. Maybe bring Guru or someone.
Bring Boris along.
Yeah. We got some options. So that's it.
Peace.
Be good. Peace. There you go.